Um, Anything else that you would like to know about these bikes?
Anyone who wants to ask a question? We have a microphone ready for you guys. Para marinig ng lahat.
Hi sir, Ford po from Zig Wheels and Carbonizo. Sir, congratulations again for the launching it. Sir, you mentioned all the specs of these vehicles.
Not all, I'm sure I missed that.
Yes. So sir, I would like to delve in on the pricing of all the vehicles.
I was going to save that for last, but since you asked it, all of these bikes are 309,000 pesos only. Wow! 309,000 pesos, and it is available. Later on, we will flash the dealers where it is available. So I think 309,000 for a 400cc motorcycle, to me that's a very good deal. In fact, I have to hide this from my son. If it's such a good deal, why aren't you getting me one? So, anything else?
As for a question, it used to be we have safety belts on the car. Do you still have local safety belts here, or are they all imported?
Okay. Well, this is going to be a very long answer. So, Lucky Mappy is the distributor of these bikes. And when we order the bikes from KTM, Austria, and Austria will determine where these bikes come from. So just to let you know, the Smart and Vitpilens are made here. Yes. We still have a plan. Kami is a KTM factory.
So parts won't be an issue, because that's the worry when the issue started with KTM.
Well, parts shouldn't have been an issue, and we are slowly working to not make it an issue anymore. It was just more of a communication and logistics problem before. It wasn't really a parts issue. So again, a communication and logistics issue, which we believe we have been successful in ironing out, although slowly. So the 390, the Smart Pilens worldwide, the 401 is coming from the Philippines. The 390s, just so you know, all 390s worldwide will come from India. Okay. All 790s worldwide will come from China. Okay. And all the 890s and above will come from Austria. So this is just it's more of an economic decision for them. So dedicated plans for dedicated number of seasons. Now I'm wondering if any of you are curious about the 200s. Is anybody curious about the 200s? Okay. There will be no more 200s in the Philippines. No more Duke 200, no more RC 200. In fact, there will be no more 200s worldwide, except in India. They have stopped producing it here, although there are still stocks left here. So that's a run out models. There will also be no more RC390. Okay, so we still have some stocks in the RC390. And it comes at a very good price. So the RC390, the RC200, and the Duke 200 is priced close to the sale that. Do we have it? The prices.
To add what Dan was saying about the
the 200 Duke and the 200 RC and RC 390s, although they will no longer be manufactured by KTM, they will still be supported. You know, we still have the parts, we're still going to be servicing them, you know, for the next few years. So owners of these bikes don't have to worry; they'll still be supported by our dealer network.
Okay, so
Question?
that's a good thing, Martin. Correct, no?
Yeah, he's important.
Parts for the 200s will still be available. Service will still be available. In fact, it will be available for as long as your bike is alive. No? So the question, the Duke 200 is at 129,000. You can still buy this in the KTM dealers. The RC 200 is still at 129,000. And the RC 390 is at 215,000 pesos. They are still available while supply lasts at your nearest KTM dealers, which we will show you in a little bit. Any other questions? Warranty, we still, even if it's an older bike, as long as it is within warranty, please go to your nearest dealers and we will honor the warranties. Now, the new bikes, they come with a 2-year warranty. But if you have your bike serviced at an authorized dealer and you follow the PMS schedule, that warranty is extended up to 4 years. So, if you buy a bike and you never see an authorized dealer, then your warranty does not, your 4-year doesn't apply. But, well, 2 years. But then again, if you keep on having it serviced somewhere else and then you come back only when there's a problem, then it depends on what the problem is. No, so my suggestion is, when you buy a bike like this, they're not expensive, but they're not exactly cheap either. My suggestion is go back to your dealer so that you can do the proper checks. And now all our dealers are now equipped with everything that you need to service your bikes. And you will see the history of your bike. So unlike a mechanic under the tree who will not know your history, this one will give you a printout of what needs to be done. You can double check if it's actually been done, and you get a history of what was done before, and you'll also get what needs to be done in your next one. So my suggestion, go back to your dealer for proper PMS so that it extends to 4 years.
Regardless of odometer, 4 years.
Yes, regardless, there are two. But there are two, number of kilometers and 4 years. But whichever comes first, but I think I think the number of kilometers is ridiculously high that the 4 years will come first. Unless your Hans who rides, and Zoilo who rides a lot.
To add to what Dan was saying also, you know, whenever the bike is serviced, KTM knows, all the way to global, because whenever a dealer will be servicing the bike, they'll be hooked up to the internet, and then all the info will be provided to a website, okay, where all the technical data is recorded. So there's a database for that. We will all know, the dealer network will know when was the last time your bike was serviced. So we encourage all the users to really visit your dealers, our dealer network, and to have the bike serviced.
Any other question?
Anyone? May tanong pa ba? So I can approach you and give you the microphone para marinig ng lahat yung tanong ninyo.
I have a question. What do you think about the price?
Yeah, very good. Good price.
We had a very long argument about the price. But
I wanted it lower.
But what we wanted to do, you know, KTM, the company is really making an effort to make these bikes accessible. You know, you'll notice the features, all the, the bells and whistles, maybe not all, very important bells and features of the big bikes are now available here. Value for money wise, if you listen to a lot of new owners, they will say, wow, for the money they pay, they get all these features in these bikes. So an effort was made to really make these bikes more accessible, and our role here is to also do our part and make the pricing attractive so that more users in the Philippines, more bikers would choose our bikes in the Philippines.
You know what my favorite feature is actually with these bikes? Very small, it's a very small detail that not many may notice. Now ako, I like the backlit buttons. I know something more expensive, more higher end bikes na hindi backlit. So at night, I don't know which button to press. But this one, for this kind of price and this kind of machine, imagine a backlit button. So that means they're really paying attention to the smallest detail. So, yes, can I sit on the bike? Why don't we let the Vitpilan owner sit on the bike? An aqua.
Here we go.
That's Miss Noel.
She brought her bike outside, by the way.
She's a Vitpilan owner.
So for the record, Miss Noel is 5 feet tall and above.
I think the original heights used to be 835 millimeters. It's now reduced to 820 because of the new frame. So it's lowered by 15 millimeters.
So the bike is as beautiful as the rider.
I'll argue.
Boss Martin, are all 3 models available starting today?
Yeah, there are. Please order, you get it. So as Dan mentioned, these bikes are assembled in Krabi. So we have access to these bikes in our inventory. So you make this order in our dealer number, you can get the bikes in just a couple of weeks.
I'm assuming that in the press kits, all the addresses of the dealers are available. So we would actually appreciate it if you can include it in your press releases, the addresses of our new dealers. Not new dealers, but the dealers. Yes.
Sir, yung displacement sa CR, certificate of registration, 400 naman.
It is going to be highway legal, yes. Yes. I think that's your question, right? Yes. It is highway legal. Just like the old one, which was 370 something, it was highway legal as well. So this is even way more legal than legal.
Yeah, there's an increase in horsepower.
There is an increase in horsepower.
Not substantial, but there is. The torque definitely is higher. The torque.
Both horsepower and torque are higher than previous.
Yeah, one more question.
Any more questions?
Sir Dan and Martin,
Yes.
Martin, congratulations for this activity, Smacking from Vice. I was asked to hard questions daw eh.
Okay.
But honestly, it's been very challenging for me here.
Yeah.
And honestly, the customers are scared to own media because of the previous issues. Now with Lucky Mapping, what kind of initiatives or future plans you have for the current and new customers to assure that KTM is back?
Can you be more specific? What are customers afraid of?
Tirik ba yan?
Ha?
Sabi mo na kasi.
Bubulong ko mamaya.
Sige.
Pero yun nga, dun sa service issues, parts
Okay.
concerns.
Well, for after sales, as we mentioned earlier, to tell you the truth, when we started, that was our main focus. We were very quiet, fixing internal things. You know, we acquired a huge inventory from ACPI, the previous distributor, quite a lot. You know, like if you imagine a warehouse from end to end, we have that now. And the challenge was basically putting it into our system because it's now a new system, and for us to be able to supply our dealer network. That took some time. It's 40,000 pieces of spare parts. We want to make sure that our dealer networks will have proper inventory of spare parts so that all our customers will be able to have their bike serviced and not have to wait. Okay, so in our team, we have a guy who's very experienced in after sales. You know, he's been around for quite some time, 4 wheels, 2 wheels in the Borromeo Motoring Group, and now he's heading the after sales department. He wants to raise the standard of KTM's after sales to what's right, what's the standard, the benchmark of the automotive, the car industry. You know, so we're not just fixing the issues, we're improving it and bringing it to a higher standard. And we are very confident that customers will see that. Number 2, we also want to attract all the KTM riders to go to the dealer networks. We want to have programs to make it more attractive, more affordable for them to come. And to see the sense in coming to a dealer instead of going to a Talier nearby and having their bike serviced there, not failing to meet the warranty requirements. So it's a shame. So we want to make sure that they come back to the dealer networks and have their bike serviced. So that's another thing that we want to work on. So if it's after sales, that has been our focus for quite some time. And we'll continue doing this until we reach, world-class standard, not just for motorbike industry, but even the car industry. Yes?
Maki, sorry. May I add?
Go ahead.
You know us. We've known each other for quite some time. Our group is able to look at this brand and this business from all points of view. I'm a KTM owner. I'm a customer, so I can see. I was a KTM owner even before Lucky Mapping came to me, so I can see it from a customer point of view. And Motor Ace was also a KTM dealer. We had 3 dealerships before. Aside from that, we also have other brands na dealer kami. So we also see it from a dealer point of view. Now, we also have a distributorship of other brands, and now we have KTM. So we can also look at it from a distributor point of view. So I think that is the good thing about our group is we can see it from all points of view. We can try to make everybody happy, and more importantly, the customer. So everything we do is all about the customer experience. Moving forward, that is what it will all be about for KTM as well.
Speaking of customer experience, having owned both bikes in previous models, many of us who are previous KTM, or probably those who are interested, might probably be asking, these are the 2 bikes, right? Is Lucky Mappy holding test rides for us to actually feel the difference between the old ones and the new ones?
Definitely. So the test rides will be done at the dealership.
So any dealership, or is there a specific, like for example, in ACPI, we usually
Lucky Mappy does not sell bikes to consumers. We don't. In fact, just to let you know, we closed down Motor Ace's dealerships. So wala ang dealership ang Motor Ace because it's not nice to be a competitor, kami mismo competitor ng ibang dealer, di ba? So we closed down all our dealerships because we're really serious about this. So we have no more dealerships. Lucky Mappy, ang customer namin is the dealers, and then the dealers, ang customer, yung mga end user. So there will be demo rides available through your dealers. Of course, with our help. No, sometimes kulang in demo bikes nila, we will lend them our demo bikes. KTM Makati by WeTech does not exist anymore. Okay, so Martin will answer.
Meaning, we didn't renew our contract with them. So, yeah. We will have another dealership in Makati, hopefully within the next few months. So, unfortunately, not that dealership anymore.
So there are three. As of today, three dealer groups. ABB, which is Las Piñas, and hopefully Vermosa. Those are the ABB guys right there. See Marlon and si Jester. Okay, and then ECG, which has Baguio, Cubao, and Dagupan. I don't know if Dan is here. Where? I don't know if there's an ECG. I saw him.
He was here.
He was here. Okay. And the last is Norman Ring. Norman Ring has puro Mindanao, Butuan,
Visayas to Tacloban.
Cagayan, Davao, Tacloban, and Zamboanga. Now we are working on Makati and somewhere else near
South.
Visayas, starting off with Iloilo. Now, I realize that there are less dealers now, which is fine, because the dealers that are left now are the ones that are very, very passionate about it. They're very customer-centric. It's not all about sales, it's about taking care of the customer, which is what we were looking for. So we were not afraid to lessen the number of dealerships because we believe that we can sell more bikes with less number of dealers because they're really into it. They will really focus on the customer. Does that answer your question? Which one? Unahan tayo ang gusto ko. Now, you know what, Martin, sorry, I just have to say, personal comment. Martin said that the KTM is loud, what is it?
Aggressive, bold.
Aggressive, bold. I own a KTM pero shy naman ako. But, any other question? Yes.